Are relative changes additive? We know that relative changes are percentages. So are those percentages, when we have a bunch, do they add up, right? Can we go back and forth? Like, if we talk about absolute change, okay, forget this problem for right now. Absolute change. If I give you $20 and then you give me $20, we're even, right? That's absolute because it's absolute numbers. Relative is percentages. Are the percentages additive? If I take away 10% and then give 10% back, is it the same? And that's what we're going to talk about here in this first example. So times are hard. Everyone at a small company you work for has been given a 10% cut in pay with the promise of a 10% increase when profits improve. That sounds nice, but let's look at the numbers of it. Estimate the number of hours worked in a year if you work 40 hours a week. Well, if you work 40 hours a week and there are 52 weeks in a year, that means there are 2,080 hours, working hours in a year. Okay, 40 hours a week, 52 weeks in a year. If you are making $15 an hour, how much are you making yearly? Well, $15 per hour, and I'm working 2,080 hours. If I multiply those together, I'm going to earn $31,200 a year. Okay, that's my annual pay. We're going to need that later, so don't lose that number. Now, you're earning $15 an hour currently. And then we have a 10% cut. What's my reduced hourly pay? Well, a 10% cut means 90 over 100 because it's cut, you're taking it away. So this is the new one, this is current. Well, currently I'm making $15. What's my new one going to be? So I cross multiply. 100x equals 1350. Divide by 100, and x is $13.50. So we're making $13.50. Well, then they say, hey, profits improved. 10% pay increase. Great. So 10% pay increase is 110. So this is new. This is our new current. Our new current, remember, is $13.50. What am I going to have now? So if I cross multiply, 100x equals $14.85. I divide by 100 and I get $14.85. So instead of making $15 an hour, you're now making $14.85 an hour. And you might say, Becky, it's 15 cents. Well, say what you want. Annually, if you're making $14.85 an hour for 40 hours a week, for 52 weeks in a year, you're going to make $30,888 a year. And is that the same? Well, before you were making $31,200, that was then. Now you're earning $30,888. Is it the same? No, those things are not equal. You are earning $312 less annually. And you might say, it's $300 a year. Yeah, it's $300 a year. Do you know what I can do with $300? I can buy a lot of shoes. So, no, it's not the same. Relative changes, when you're talking about percentages, are not additive. You can't take 10% away and give 10% back. If this company wants to be equal and fair, they should cut everybody's by $1 and then give everybody $1 back later, because absolute change is additive. You can take $1 away and give $1 back and things are equal. But when you're talking percentages, it doesn't work that way. Let's look at scenario number 2. You're getting a 40% raise with a new promotion, and they're giving you 2 options. You can have all 40% right now, or you can get it in installments over the next 4 quarters at 10% a quarter. Which option would or should you choose? So we're going to talk about both of these options, and we're going to talk about when you should choose which one. So first of all, for easy figuring, I'm going to say that you're earning $10 an hour right now, okay? Just for easy figuring. So if you take the 40% raise right now, well, 140%, this is 10, right? Because this is with the raise, and this is now. If we cross multiply and then divide, after the raise, you're going to make $14 an hour. And that's not bad, right? That's pretty sweet. So you get the raise, boom. Right now, you're making $14 an hour. Great. Okay, let's look at option 2. So option 2, on the first raise, you get a 10% raise. So what are you making after the first one? When you started at $10 an hour. So after the first 10% raise, you're making $11. So we're talking 4 quarters. So for 3 months, you make $11 an hour. Oops, forgot my 11. Okay, then you're ready for the second raise. Again, it's 10%, but now you're making $11 an hour. So for the next 3 months, you're making $12.10. Great. Then the next, so 3 months go by, you're ready for your next raise, 110 over 100, and you're now making $13.31. That dollar sign looks kind of janky. That's better. Okay, and then the fourth raise comes. Again, it's 10%. And after that one, you're earning $14.64. Okay, so here you made $14 an hour right off the bat. Here, this is 3 months, this is 3 months, this is 3 months. So for 9 months, you're making less than $14 an hour, but all of a sudden, we're now making more than $14 an hour. So which one should you choose? And I think the answer is, it depends. If this is a job that you're going to be at forever or for a long time or for as long as you can imagine because you love it so much, then you should pick this option. Because if you're going to be there in the long run, you want to make more money over the course of a time, right? In the beginning, you're going to make less, and that sucks. But over time, you're going to earn a whole lot more. Now, if this is a stopover, if this is, I'm taking 2 years off between high school and college to earn money, and then after a year or two, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to quit this job, then you should take this option because you're going to earn more money at the beginning, and it's not going to matter that you're going to make 64 cents more an hour in the long run because you're not going to be here that long to recuperate, because it is going to take time to recuperate all the money that you lost in the first 9 months for not making $14 an hour. So you've got to kind of do a cost-benefit analysis. How long are you going to be there? Is it worth it to hold out and wait for, I mean, if you're there for 30 years, that 64 cents an hour is going to add up over 30 years. If you're going to be there for 18 months, screw it. Take the $14 an hour now and go. So you're going to want to think through it because it does depend on your life situation.